where we've been over the last 2 years and how we got to the point of rebranding. We've been running for a fair while, and we'd always been fairly product focused. We'd built our product first, and then the kind of company brand came second. But what we realised was that our brand didn't reflect what we were about. It didn't reflect the quality of our product and our focus on natural ingredients. So it wasn't really resonating with consumers in the way that we'd hoped it would. And we realised that this needed to change, and that's what led us to the point of committing to the rebrand. Part of the focus of the rebrand was looking at consumer insight data and working with a brand psychologist, because we wanted to actually get proprietary information which we could work on rather than working off assumptions about the marketplace. And that helped us learn a lot more about this specific kind of consumers which we knew were out there, but we didn't really know how to access or how to make our brand resonate with them. And a lot of the consumer insight data was focused around meeting the needs of those people to help us create a better brand and a better product, and hopefully give something that's meaningful for them.
In our protein products, we only use about 6 ingredients. You won't find more than 6 ingredients in our protein products, all that are recognisable to the consumer. We use stevia and thaumatin to sweeten our products, so it's natural sweeteners. We don't use any artificial sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame. What thaumatin does is actually we try to mask the stevia aftertaste, but still using a natural-based sweetener. So we know our consumers are always looking for something new, something different, something innovative, and we really show this in our brand story. So we're cooking with our products. We have a huge food focus. So we're saying basically you don't just have to mix up a protein shake in a bottle with water and drink it. You can cook with it. You can make cheesecake, flapjacks, superfood smoothies, things like this. And so we show this a lot in our website. We have a blog section dedicated just for recipes that people can log on to and learn about the new things and try new things in different ways.
Looking at how the sports nutrition category is engaged by retailers is quite interesting, because I think that for a lot of sports nutrition companies, they start with how do you make a product which fits in with the expected margins of retail. So they start with their margins and then shoehorn their product into that. We kind of came at this from a different perspective. We've always been really product focused, which has meant that for us accommodating those margins has been extremely difficult. But I think a really important thing for retailers is creating something different, something that they know consumers are going to want, something that stands out on their shelves, because retail is all about that consumer experience. It's not just about when they get the product home, it's that in-store experience. So I think for us, they could see that we were doing something interesting. We were doing something which would meet the needs of their customers. So we were able to find a little bit more leverage with some of the difficulties of getting into retail, I think, because we weren't part of the conventional expectations of sports nutrition products. I think the way that sports nutrition and nutrition categories in general are evolving is quite interesting. I think sports nutrition as a category, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's very specifically oriented towards a specific group of consumers. And that need is always going to be there, and I think it's always going to be good that there will be companies that can meet that need. However, there are an increasing number of consumers who are looking for something which is perhaps less aggressively focused, which is much more about their lifestyle choices, about their values. And I think that there's increasing room for people that can meet those needs. And this is why we've talked about maybe we wouldn't necessarily associate ourselves with the sports nutrition category so much, and maybe this kind of lifestyle nutrition category. And I think you'll see other people grow into that as it makes these kind of products accessible to an increasing number of consumers.